Hey guys, Rebecca back with another video. I am at the workplace filming on my lunch break again, and I actually had a viewer request, viewer being my sister. Hey sis, thanks for watching. She sent me a message asking for me to do a video on how I track my expenses. So we are going to take a look at my budget. I've mentioned before that I use Google Sheets for my budget. There's a lot of different options out there for budgeting though. If spreadsheets aren't your thing, then there's a lot of apps out there that people use. I know a lot of people like the Dave Ramsey app, Every Dollar. A lot of people use the app You Need a Budget. Mint also has a budgeting feature. I like to use Mint to track my net worth. I think it's pretty cool, and it's free too. So yeah, we'll take a look at my budget in Google Sheets. I do have some things, blacked out for privacy, and if you've been in the financial YouTuber world for a while, then this is probably going to be just basic info for you. But for people who are new to budgeting, this might be helpful, so feel free to watch. And I've got my real numbers here. Again, some things are blacked out for privacy, but so far for February's budget, I'll show you what I've got. And I really hope that you guys can see this okay. I know a lot of people will use their home computers and they have a screen casting feature where you can see their face over here and then they'll talk about the budget. But all I have for YouTube is my iPhone, so I don't think there's a way that I can do that with my iPhone. And I don't have Wi-Fi at home, so I couldn't do this on my home computer. Really, my phone's all that I've got to use. So I'll do my best to show you my budget like this. So, Google Sheets, this is what I use. And this tab that I'm looking at, I've got all these different tabs down here for the entire year. I've already got my budget created. And this is the February tab. So this section shows my income and what I do every month. I'll list out my income, the different sources that I'm expecting to have income come in, and I will predict about what I'm supposed to get, and everything that I predict goes in this column. When I actually get paid, I put it in this column, and I'll put the dates over here that I pay, that I get paid, and also the dates that I pay my bills over here, just to keep track of everything, make sure I don't forget anything. And then this column just tells me whether or not I'm on budget or over or under. And this column lets me know what percentage of my income each of these items are. So, my total income for the month, I'm expecting about $4,200. I actually don't think it's going to be that high now, but that's what I budgeted for when I was setting this budget up in January. And so far, to date, this month, I've gotten in $1,931.10. And then this section is just where I keep my bills. I have the house bill up here because I don't really consider it part of the consumer debt, but that's the house bill, my power bill, water bill, cell phone, gas for my car. This is that documentary I was talking about that I think is supposed to be coming out sometime this month, and so I budgeted for that, to put that, to buy that whenever it comes out. My thyroid medication, I had to get some more. The whey protein and vitamins, told you I budgeted $100. Actually spent $211.79. And fish tank, I decided to get some fish, but I didn't budget for it, so I didn't account for that ahead of time. But there's what I actually spent for the fish, and then that was the GoFundMe thing for the friend of mine that has a child with leukemia that I donated to. And then this is where I budgeted for Rollo's heartworm and flea prevention. Thought it was going to be about $90, and I was right. It was $99 even, so I was $9 over, and that was only 5% of my budget this month. So total, I expected to spend $1,300 this month, and so far I've spent $508.13. And this section is just for the debt, so that's where I keep track of all of the consumer debt bills that come in every month. This is where I've consolidated one of my personal loans, or not consolidated, but I did a balance transfer thing. And, you know, I just put what the minimum payment is here. This is the one that I'm working on right now. So anything extra, anything left over down here, I'll try to put towards whatever debt I'm working on. And so far, the minimum payment's about $55, but I've, you know, got $100 scheduled to come out on the 11th towards that. And then that's the bed that I'm gonna pay on next, and it's always $390 payment. I've got it scheduled to come out on the 15th. These due dates here, this is just to remind me, these are 0 interest, promotional interest things that I'm paying on right now. So I have until July 10th to pay this off, otherwise they'll charge me back to interest. And I've got until October 13th to pay the bed off, otherwise they'll charge me back to interest. So that's just for my reference there. And then these are my consolidated student loans. I pay those and my car payment out of my second paycheck for the month, so I just haven't paid it yet. And then this down here is the totals. So my total monthly spending that I budgeted for is about $2,500. And so far I've actually spent about $1,000. And so the final balance down here tells me what is left over. So I should have about $1,725 left over that I could put towards whatever debt I'm working on at the moment. But I'll wait until the end of the month to see what is actually left over before I go and, you know, say I'm gonna make a $1,700 payment on this card first thing. I like to wait till the end to see what's actually left over. That way, if something does come up, some expense that I've either forgotten about or something happens, then I have some money available to cash flow that. And then down here, I do a debt breakdown, and this is just where I track every month what I've paid from one month to the next. Last month, you know, I was able to put $850.24 towards this balance transfer personal loan thing that I'm working on right now. And it's a 0% interest rate, so there was no interest that was paid. All of that went to principal. This is my principal difference each month. And, you know, same thing for the bed, my $390 payment, nothing goes to interest on that. Student loans, horrible interest rate, horrible, horrible, horrible. Most of it goes to interest instead of bringing the principal down, which is why I'm paying the student loans off before the car. And so, yeah, I just like to keep track month to month to see how much I am paying towards debt in total and how much is actually going towards the principal. So in January, the year-to-date totals here, the total amount I paid in January to debt was $1,966.24. And $333.27 of it just went to interest. Just a waste there. And all of these, the good thing about Google Sheets is that you can copy and paste this from one month to the next, and your formulas will copy over. So yeah, like if I click in this box up here in the formula box, it'll tell you what the formula is that gives me this calculation, and then you can copy that from one month to the next. So that's why I like Google Sheets. You pretty much spend a good amount of time setting it up to the way that you like it. Everybody has their own way that they like to budget, and if you use Google Sheets, everybody's unique on how they like to use Google Sheets too. But if you spend some time setting it up, then it doesn't take very long at all, one month to the next, to, you know, plan out your budget. And this little box down here is just where I keep track of what my retirement account at work has in it. I update that on the 1st of every month. This is a savings account that I have somewhere. I don't know. I'm not really contributing anything to that account. I just have it there so I don't forget about it. It does make a penny or two of interest every month. And my net worth is what I keep track of with Mint, and I like to just see what it says. I update it at the beginning of every month too, and yeah, this massive $374.77 is my total net worth, but hey, at least it's not negative. So yeah, y'all may remember that one of my financial goals for 2019 is to be solidly net worth positive instead of negative. So hey, we're getting there, $300 at a time. And then this little section on the budget is what I was talking about in the video where I was discussing how I calculate my savings rate. Again, I just took some time to make a section on here that I can input how much I am putting out of each paycheck to my 403B, and then what the work match is. And then this little section just automatically keeps track of the total for the month, how much went to my 403B, and then it'll give me a percentage as far as what my savings rate for the month is. So, you know, I haven't gotten my second paycheck in yet, so that will change whenever the second paycheck goes in, and I budget the rest of the month out. Okay, so yeah, I know that that was not as high of a quality video that some of these other financial YouTubers do. I hope y'all could see that okay. That's the best I could do at the moment. But if you think you might want to use a Google Sheets budget like that, the main section of the budget, the big top square, I will actually link a link in the description box below to the channel Vita with Vicky. She has a budget template that you can download for free that pretty much is that exact same budget. And then that way you can make a copy of the original, and you can, you know, make changes to it how you want to for your own individual budget. But then you'll always have like a master copy that you can go back to in case your formulas get messed up or something and you can't figure out what you did wrong. So yeah, I'll link that in the description box below to her channel, and give her a subscribe while you're over there. I like her channel. And if, you know, spreadsheets aren't your thing, then, you know, give Mint a try. They have a budgeting feature. Try out You Need a Budget. Try out the Every Dollar app. There's a lot of different ways to budget out there. You can budget with pencil and paper. Whatever works for you. The thing I like about Google Sheets is that it's a little bit more cumulative for me. At the end of the year, you know, I'll have my year-to-date totals of every cent that I was able to put towards debt this year, and it, you know, it keeps track of that automatically for me every month. But then again, maybe some of the apps are like that too. I don't know. I've never used any budgeting app. You know, I just use Mint to keep track of my net worth. I've not really used their budgeting feature before. Again, I hope y'all found this video helpful, and if so, then give me a like and comment below how you like to budget. I'd like to know. All right, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.